How's it going, everyone? In this video I want to mention something about Horizon Forbidden West. If you're buying the game on PlayStation 5, you should definitely be aware of this because you can save $10. You can pay $60 instead of $70. Nobody's trying to pay $70 for a new game, so take advantage of this. We'll talk about that. Some major PlayStation studios are hiring for new projects. We'll talk about that. And then also, SIFU is dropping officially next week. However, there is an early access period that will be kicking off tomorrow. We'll give you guys the heads up on that. But first of all, remember that Horizon Forbidden West will be the final game to offer a direct PlayStation 4 to PlayStation 5 upgrade for free, so you don't have to pay for the upgrade on Horizon Forbidden West. This was a game that was scheduled for the initial portion of the PlayStation 5's life. Obviously saw some delays with everything going on, and it was scheduled to receive a free upgrade. That will be honored. So right now in the PlayStation Store, you can buy the PlayStation 4 version of the game for $59.99. For whatever reason, the PlayStation 5 version is $69.99. So just buy the PlayStation 4 version, you'll pay $60, and you'll save $10, and you'll be able to download the PlayStation 5 version for free. You'll get that upgrade for free. That's how it's gonna work. So yeah, and Horizon is a game that I know a lot of us are very excited for. I'm gonna be picking it up day one for sure, but no matter how excited I am for a game, $70 is just a hard price to stomach. I mean, everything in this world seems to be going up in price. My local Chinese spot just raised prices of everything, and that was a little bit unfortunate. Gotta pay like $3 more for my sesame chicken combination now, and I'm not too thrilled about that, but like, them's the breaks in life, I guess. As everybody tells me, I should just learn how to cook for myself, and I probably should do that to save some money. But, yeah, Horizon Forbidden West, you can save $10 by buying the PlayStation 4 version if you're on PlayStation 5. If you're buying the PlayStation 4 version regardless, if you only have a PS4 right now, $60 regardless. So you'll be able to check it out that way. Alright, moving on from that, I do want to note that Sony Santa Monica Studio as well as Naughty Dog are both hiring for new projects. Now, God of War Ragnarok developer and Sony Santa Monica, it notes that they're hiring for a large-scale new project. Now, that can mean a multitude of different things. Obviously, Sony Santa Monica is hard at work on God of War Ragnarok, but they are, you know, getting close to the finish line with that game. It's a game scheduled for a 2022 release, and I imagine it would be the latter portion of 2022, don't get me wrong, but you know, that's probably, what, 7 months away from the game going gold? That's not a long time at all. Maybe even like 5 to 6 months from going gold if it's like a September release. So that game is nearing completion. Now, they could be hiring for the next God of War. I would love to see Sony Santa Monica embark on a new IP. I know that you can't really put God of War on the shelf, and it would have to be a case of Sony Santa Monica working on multiple projects because, you know, if you think of a PlayStation, like, Kratos is their mascot. In my opinion, like, I wouldn't say that Nathan Drake is their mascot. I wouldn't say that Joel from Last of Us is their mascot or Ellie is their mascot. No, I would say that Kratos is that mascot for PlayStation, and I don't know if it would be wise to ever end God of War. Yeah, you can tweak the game like they did with God of War 2018, and that's definitely something that they should do every time it feels like the game is beginning to get stale, but Kratos is a character that you want entrenched in the PlayStation universe for a long time. I know there's a lot of different ways they can go with God of War Ragnarok, and you know, Kratos' demise isn't something that I really want to see, but you know, from a business standpoint as well, I just think Kratos is that mascot character, much like Mario is for Nintendo, but to a lesser extent. Like, Mario is such a to an extent that I can't even imagine the face of Nintendo, but Kratos, while I wouldn't say is like as big of a face of PlayStation as Mario is to Nintendo, it's still probably the most notable character within the PlayStation ecosystem, and I think you want to keep him entrenched within the PlayStation ecosystem. But Sony Santa Monica doing another God of War and simultaneously another portion of that studio working on a new game, that would be incredibly exciting if the studio is looking to expand, because the studio is incredibly talented. And obviously, I want to see more God of War. Hell, I think a lot of people were a little bit taken aback that God of War Ragnarok is going to be the final in this Norse arc. You know, the reasoning was sound on why that is going to be the case, but it just seems like there's so much they can do within this mythos as well that that was a bit surprising, but obviously, God of War is probably going to stay here for the long haul. That just seems to make the most amount of sense, but them working on another title would be incredibly exciting. As far as Naughty Dog goes, they are also hiring, and it looks like they've got 3 games in development now. One of those games seems to be one of the many live service titles that Sony has in development. It's a multiplayer game inspired by The Last of Us, so that seems to be one game. Obviously, there were rumors running rampant that a PS5 remake of the original Last of Us is also being done. That seems to be something that, yeah, it will be a relatively big undertaking, but I don't think it will be as big of an undertaking as, let's say, a brand new Naughty Dog IP or a full-on new game. So hopefully that's not as taxing to the studio as a whole, but their third game is really the mystery title. What could that be? That's probably their next major single-player experience, whether that be a Last of Us 3, or, you know, are we ever gonna get a new Jak and Daxter? Do I have to, like, get on my hands and knees and beg Naughty Dog for that? I don't know if that's ever gonna happen, but I would love to see Naughty Dog do a new Jak and Daxter. Hell, you know, give the reins to another studio. Jak and Daxter is an IP that I think people are so nostalgic about. It is an absolutely beloved IP, and if we got a Jak 4, I just think it would do incredibly well from a sales standpoint, as long as the game delivers in quality. That's always, like, kind of a given. Obviously, the game has to be good, but I do think there's a pent-up demand for a new Jak title, and it's an IP that I think has so many more legs to it, and I think, you know, it's been a long enough period where if you do a Jak 4, people would get incredibly excited about it. I know we got The Lost Frontier, or was it The Last Frontier? I don't remember exactly what the title was, but that game wasn't great. It was okay, but a new Jak 4 done by a top-tier studio would be something I think everybody would be all over. Lastly, as the busy month of February rolls on, a game that a lot of people are looking forward to is Slowclap's SIFU. While the game is officially dropping on February the 8th, it should be noted that if you pre-order the deluxe edition of the game, early access is going to be kicking off tomorrow at 1 p.m. Central Time, so you can check that out that way. Currently, preloading is not live. The official Twitter account noted, "Ouch, that must have hurt," with a GIF that they posted. Early access for SIFU game starts tomorrow at 1 p.m. CET. Last chance to pre-order #SIFU. Now, this is only for the deluxe edition. If you pre-order the deluxe edition, you will get the early access of 48 hours. It's just 48 hours, so if you want to wait a little bit longer, you know, play the game on Tuesday, the 8th, you can check it out then. It will be $40, I believe, the deluxe edition. There is a 10% off discount if you're a Plus subscriber, so you'll save like $5 or something like that. So that is something to consider as well, but if you're super eager to play the game, again, you can pre-order the deluxe edition. You gotta pre-order the deluxe edition. You can't just buy the deluxe edition when this early access period starts, so that is something to consider as well. I don't know when they're pulling pre-orders actually, but they do know it is the last chance to pre-order. What that means, I don't know if when the early access period starts, they're gonna pull pre-orders. I don't think that'd be the case. But yeah, if you do want to play the game tomorrow, do pre-order as soon as possible with the deluxe edition. But that's going to do it for me. Again, save $10 with Horizon Forbidden West on PS5. If you buy the PS4 version, you're going to be getting a free upgrade anyway, so do that. And God of War Ragnarok devs in Sony Santa Monica and Naughty Dog both hiring for new projects. Hoping to see Sony Santa Monica somehow manage to, you know, consecutively work on a God of War title as well as a brand new IP. I should say concurrently work on both of those projects. That might be a little bit too big of an undertaking, but something I'd like to see. A Naughty Dog hiring as well. They've got 3 games in the pipeline, so they've got a lot of stuff they're working on. And SIFU, if you do want to play it tomorrow, pre-order the deluxe edition, and hopefully preloads will be live soon. That's going to do it for me. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comments section down below. As always, thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.